Stage 1. It all starts with attraction, or at least some variation of it. The guy has to be somewhat interested in you physically or emotionally to even get the ball rolling. Most likely it's physical appearance. Every guy has their own preferences though, so I'm not judging. He may have an interest in you but doesn't have the courage to express it, so thoughts just linger around his head. This will most likely occur for shy guys. Stage 2. He'll somehow be reminded of you. Maybe you both had a mutual friends years ago and reconnected just now. Maybe you had to work with him for an assignment, or maybe he sees you every day or week on campus. In order for the guy to start the loving process, he'll have to see you more than once. That should be obvious, right? Stage 3. He'll learn more about you. It doesn't matter if you two started out as friends or if he already asked you on a date. Whether the romantic interest is present or not, he'll slowly begin to accumulate more knowledge about you. Do you eat hot Cheetos when you're stressed? Are you a core power yoga fanatic? What did you do for Valentine's Day last year? These could be random questions that end up floating around in his mind regardless if they're useful for him to pursue you or simply things he wants to know more about a new friend. Stage 4. You become a more fully developed person in his mind and he begins to associate parts of his life to you. It's one thing to know a lot of random facts about one person, but another to dress them under an emotional or personal context. For example, if he comes to the realization that you have the same kindness and sense of humor as his sister, who he has a close relationship with, he is more likely to be drawn to you as a person. This will only make whatever platonic friendship you have with him that much stronger. As he makes those connections, he'll become closer to you on a subconscious level, and this will show in your interactions. It is at this stage that he may begin to realize that he's interested in you in a more than friend type of way, if he hasn't already. Stage 5. He develops trust. If you do a Google search, you'll find that trust, honesty, and communication are some of the basic foundation of any healthy relationship. I believe in Google and it sounds like a reasonable piece of evidence. Also, given the extensive interaction you two have had, he will slowly begin to let his guard down and vice versa. Again, there's no definite timeline as to how long this will take, but sooner or later you'll find yourself FaceTiming him at 3 a.m. in the morning and talking about the things not even your closest friends know about. Stage 6. He'll talk to his friends about you, at least the 1 or 2 friends whose opinion he values. From what I've seen, guys aren't predisposed to speak in details about their emotional side randomly, especially pertaining to their romantic ventures. If he brings up a girl and says more than 3 words about her to his friends, it's a good indicator that he's processing the very possibility that there's a deeper connection. This may not be the first time they'll be hearing more about you, but the difference in tone of voice and the body language is fairly apparent between a superficial interest and the more meaningful relationship. The fact that he's willing to let his friends know shows that he thinks you're a worthwhile investment. Stage 7. He'll internalize said feedback from friends and reconcile it with his own thoughts. In the chance that he's a little nervous or perhaps his friend disagreed with him, he needs to decide for himself how to move forward. He may be in denial. It all varies from person to person. Stage 8. He tells you, "I like you." At this stage, he has finally expressed his interest towards you. This stage can take years, months, or weeks to achieve. This is also the stage where a lot of things could happen. Both parties will be on an emotional roller coaster. There will be high points and low points that he will go through with his partner. He will find himself in this stage typically for a few months or years until he's ready to move on to the next stage. Stage 9. He finally admits to you that he loves you. Yes, at this stage, he is fully committed to you and he is finally in love. But there's another stage. Stage 10. Maintaining the love. Assuming that it's a new relationship, there's so much left to learn about the person as well as yourself because the mindset and dynamic of the relationship has changed. Hopefully, you'll both continue discovering new things that reaffirm your original thought. This will allow you to reassure yourself that the way you read this person is indeed accurate. The first "I love you" is only the beginning. It's putting down the first brick in the foundation of the next, more serious phase of your relationship. Overall, it's important to